AJ versus Dillian is off. I can't believe it. No, look down the lens, yeah. You're taking the piss. The boxing gods, I don't know who's involved, yeah, but I don't understand this. And if you're gonna catch people cheating, can you just like make it happen earlier in the window, fam? I'm sick of finding out
close. To the time.
Nah, bro, like, cause this has ruined everything.
Thing is, yeah.
Go on, the floor's yours.
All right. It's very jarring. It's so jarring. Like, you know, we touched on this on Monday Night Smoke. Let's be real. We weren't immediately gassed when this fight was announced.
No one wanted it.
Like, it was one of the ones where you go, okay. No, wait, no, they hate each other. Okay. And then you build into it slowly as you overanalyze. Yeah, no, the road thing. These men, they can't stand each other. Dillian hates AJ. He's going to be the one to bring out the dog, bring out the animal. Bro, there's so many mythical animals that people are trying to bring out AJ.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Bro,
he's going to bring out the bear, bro. Tyson had the dog in him, fam. If you don't have the dog in him, it's like, bro. It's still boxing. These are humans. Like,
but that man actually rich.
I hear what you're saying, but these men now, when we see them, like the gloves are off, when these men sat down, you realize straight away that energy's gone.
These men have got too much money.
They've grown up.
They've got an obscene amount of money now that they're not the same way. Even when I know that, like Ade was sitting in that the face-off, trying his hardest, bro, trying to get these guys to, and no one's biting because one, I don't look at you as a challenge anymore. The other guy's been enjoying life in Portugal. Bro, he just got his dogs. He's living life.
Yeah.
He does not care. Right now, it's like, when we get there on fight day, we'll swing it out in it.
And you know what?
Till then, I'm not interested.
I just think, you know what killed his stock in terms of the roadman energy? Because obviously people got Dillian in their head as like, roadman, Southman, you get me, man, pull up, it's smoky, like you don't really know where you stand, but it's like after the Fury performance at the presser, and then you combine that with the actual fight, you shouldn't let man tickle you, bro.
Yeah, tickling changes every, like...
When I've seen you on on this one, then I'm like, I don't know if the energy's there like how it used to be there.
The one glove and getting tickled is crazy. It doesn't work together.
I can imagine the week after that happened, it was a weird time for roadmen on the street with the one glove thing, because man must have thought they were bare approachable. Like, hey, come on, yeah, I mean, because now it's just rebranded entirely.
This is it. It's like, you don't want to think of, like, what's the hardest album you can think of, like, back in the day?
You know what?
50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
It's Get Rich or Die Trying is that album, but as a single...
Imagine him getting tickled in between, like, each take of the...
It
doesn't...
Beef cock and the drummers, bottom really means nothing to me. I ride by and blow your brains out.
What?
Really, man.
It doesn't work. And this is it, Dillian, yeah? And I know we do this mad stuff with boxing and stuff, but I think Dillian he got to a different stage with his career where the hunger still needs to be there, because yes, he's rich, but I don't think he's met his requirements in terms of things that he needs to win in his career. Yeah. So to see his hunger being off doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, I think. And it just, like, now when you deep it, yeah, do you know what he should have done? Dillian should have accepted the first, the
Ruiz night.
The Ruiz night should have been Dillian's night.
That was the time.
If anything, if there was ever a time to fight AJ, and it's like when you missed the train. Man. He missed the train, and now look at the situation he finds himself in.
You know how nuts it is, yeah? Because he'll probably hear this, or if he ever listens to it, but he'll hear it and be like, "Yeah, I hear it still."
That was the perfect storm.
The Tibbs was still involved. You were probably in the best condition in that moment. Everything went destabilized when Mark Tibbs was at the equation.
Absolutely, and don't forget, whatever AJ was going through, we still don't know yet, but he was going through something. Yeah. In that, what do you call it? So it would have been, it's a last minute thing.
It would have been in
New
York.
York. It makes sense. You become a wicked name if it goes your way. But now we find yourself in a situation where the fight's off. AJ's like...
Your name's going to be dragged for another scandal.
The mud.
Fight is off. And I dare say, and I've seen some people saying this right now, so I'm going to bring it to you. I don't know if I share the same views. I'm still deciding whether or not I do, but
what?
It might be over for him.
Over for Dillian? Well, listen to Eddie Hearn on TalkSport today, yeah? He said Dillian's in for the fight of his life. And the question is, when you're that far in your career and you're in the, like when he's pulling up to, even when he pulled up to the Fury thing, like came on the last day, just flew in on a plane, has he got the energy to fight is the question. You're getting to the stage of his career where bro, do you care enough? What do you want in this game? I don't think he's now looking for legacy. Dillian's not asking himself legacy questions. I just put it up there. 35 years old. This guy knows now that, boom, I don't think I'm going to be champion. I can't beat Fury. I don't know if you're being Usyk. And, well, AJ's not walking around with the belts at the moment. So now you're in a situation where, first I've got to fight to be innocent. If I get through this case, if I somehow manage and this is okay, then the next is probably going to take, a year for this case to be over? I'm 36. If you think about it.
Unless if a ban don't come.
Well, I'm just saying, if in innocent, I'm still trying to say.
Oh, on the innocent side.
If he's innocent, cool. Got you. It's going to take, a year for it to be over, and then he's allowed to get back involved again. But then we still has things that he has to work on, because he started working with, who's his new trainer?
Oh, Buddy McGirt. Yeah, that's right.
Now none of that gets to be all the stuff that was doing before. And Buddy can't wait around, because not like me and you are like long time.
They're not bridges from back in the day.
Big man, see you later, fam.
Your thing out.
You're getting back to Portugal, yeah? Cool. I'm doing my thing. Are you with me? So
it's rough, man. It's rough because you look at his career and you just think it's a series of bad decisions and bad luck.
Just horrible moments.
And then being mistreated alongside of it, because you was number 2 behind AJ for a long time as far as the promoter relationship goes. Then on top of that, you were getting mugged off by the WBC. They weren't giving you the shot. You finally get your moment to get your shot, and we just like, I don't know. There's rumors he was injured going into the Fury fight.
It's the worst showing.
Either way, it was the worst showing. Even on the presser, like, it weren't the energy we were looking for as Dillian fans was not there. Now we're in a situation where there's a drug scandal, and Base did point out some good facts in terms of the drug situation, because a lot of people were just, myself included, just heard a narrative about the PED things in terms of it being the 4th time.
Yeah,
the first one was that Jack 3D thing. That was the story that was passed through. We'll never know the truth in any of these scandals, but Jack 3D, I have heard a few men be on the Jack 3D as the pre-workout, and they're saying, yo, man was on the treadmill for a good 55 minutes, bro.
55 minutes on the treadmill.
They're saying, I've heard a few men talk about Jack 3D being the absolute madness. And I think what happened with that as Base was saying, that they moved, it became a banned substance after a while. So if he was on that and then now it's still there, it's like, cool, that might be the thing. The second time round with the Oscar Rivas thing, they ruled it as a bust case on that. It's this one. It's just that whole thing of like, bro, you keep ending up in the courtroom on charges. Like.
Yeah, but sometimes, and the point I was making when we were speaking at time is, look, man, I can keep ending up in this room, but it's not, unless it's proved that I did this, it shouldn't count like that I was here before. You know what I mean? Because, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that anytime you have the allegation, that's on your jacket now. The allegation is just as bad as actually being caught for it. Yeah. So now with Conor Benn, if he is innocent or guilty, whatever the situation is, the allegation's going to hurt him forever. That's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So even Canelo, you said with the Clenbuterol thing, the allegation, he said, boom, Mexican meat is contaminated, which we understand, but the allegation of it is never going to be forgotten. It's just part of it.
Yeah, no, I do hear you. And it is concerning. So it's like, I look at Dillian now and I'm thinking, I don't know if many people are going to be like going crazy on Dillian being clean type situation, because it's just the way the mind works in terms of what we've been fed as far as information. But now I'm like, I don't know that he gets this fight again. I don't know if there was enough of a rivalry in it for us to come back to it. It's not like a big Baby Miller, because weirdly, that fight can happen because we want to know how this thing plays out because of how bad it got. Whereas this one, this ain't, I mean, this is not a gloves are off, by the trailer clips that I've seen that I'm going to be like, one day I have to see that gloves are off. Yeah. The big Baby Miller one, I want to see that footage still.
So do I. I want to see but then don't get me wrong, I think that this is a break the glass if needed, emergency fight. But then the only issue is it has to be AJ doing a favor for Dillian.
This fight is
the only way this fight happens is AJ says, you know what, I'm just gonna nice you and I'm gonna give you a look, because I think for AJ, he still has a couple fights that he can have that he doesn't even need the money. Not saying he don't need money at all, but there's so many people he could fight and it's a money fight immediately. I can't think of the opponents where Dillian says, this is the one I get a lot of money from. If he fights Chisora, it's not going to be that much. It won't be that big of a money fight because Chisora is just older now. So then, where's the intrigue?
You know, if they do fight and they do meet each other again, it will feel like, you see how Fury and Chisora the third fight?
Yeah.
It'll probably feel like that.
Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, because I feel like Dillian is on the way down boxing wise. And I don't know that AJ's on the way down. Or if he is on the way down, it's definitely nowhere near as fast. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel for Dillian though, man. I feel like, again, just catalogue of mistakes in terms of even deciding to fight in the garden and it just went horribly wrong that night. Like, then after there's so many different little moments. The WBC moment, not accepting the AJ fight. There's just a catalogue of little, small, tiny errors that have made a big difference in his career. He should never have gone with Xavier. And I said that from the beginning, bro. And you know that why? You know that was wrong because he went to switch with Buddy. That's where his final trainer, if he was happy in the situation, he'd still be with Xavier right now. But he realized, listen, I'm getting found out. People saying I've got an off switch. I need to work a way to deal with that. I think he's trying to go into like a Philly shell type thing. It's that double hand guard.
Yeah, like it's, bro, like.
Boy, this fight being, changed and stuff, it does fall on him. And, guys, leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about Dillian. If there is a what's next or where does he go from here? Or do you think that, it might be the end of the road for my man?
Can I just add one piece to this though?
Go for it.
We listened to we listened to Eddie Hearn talk on Talk Sport today, and he's talking about the Dillian situation versus the Conor situation. And he said that AJ's team saw the results, and they cancelled it immediately. That wasn't a good thing to hear. For me, anyway. So that wasn't a good thing to hear.
Compare that Eubank Jr. sort of thing, it was just like, nah, run it.
Let's see. He said, let's investigate this, that, and the other. Now, money and stuff is different. They're both coming from different places, right? So I can understand the need to continue. But for AJ's team to look at it and say, no, we don't need to send the doctors and this, that, and the other, they've obviously seen something that they do not like. That
information has got to come out, bro, because I'm telling you, like, I jumped off the ledge in terms of how I felt on Monday Night Smoke, but now I've said, I'm going to give the grace until we see what is actually in there.
That wasn't good though. For me and someone, I've been on that side. I was on the other side of wait. But for the team to look at it and say, nope.
Because if the thing comes out and it's anabolic HGH, bro, put it in the bin.
Jeez. I can't see him wanting to use that level of why though? Why?
Well, you say why, but there is motive. It's like if somebody just randomly dumps peas in your account and the bank hollers at you and they're like, yo, there's an illegal transaction. And you're like, why would I want this money in my account? Bro, you stand to be the beneficiary of mad strength and endurance in there. Like, steroids have their physical benefits. So there is no why would you do. You wanted to win.
No, but if you believe that he's on the way down, well, remember he's been watching him. He doesn't believe that he's the same AJ.
That's the public perception. But you might just be like, let me just put a little sauce in there just to guarantee. So the motive is there. I'm not trying to pin him down per se, but
we'll see, man. Again, get involved in the comment section. Let us know what you think. We'll keep it moving, man. Prayers for Dillian, man. I don't want it to end like this. I want it to end more positively. So we'll see what happens. Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.